Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. It is Saturday morning, and on a Saturday morning, our meditation is always coming home into your body. I love to call this meditation Come to Your Senses, because it's a tongue-in-cheek double meaning, but it does really mean physically come to your senses, come into your body, and allow yourself to have an experience of your bodily senses. This morning's wisdom comes from two teachers, Pema Chodron and Thibaut, and I'll quickly get through that with you, and then we'll dive into our bodies and allow ourselves to have a sensory experience. Hey, Anthony and somebody, good morning. Happy Saturday, good to see you. I want you to listen to this comparison. Something I like to compare it to is our sweat glands. What does a sweat gland do? A sweat gland produces perspiration. Do you have any real inner judgment about a sweat gland doing what it does? So I'd like to ask you the other question is, you have a brain. What does a brain do? It produces thoughts and emotions, emotional states. Should we have a judgment on a brain doing what a brain does? So hear it out. Let's see where this goes. In the same way that your sweat glands produce perspiration, your brain produces thinking, followed by emotions. Your sweat glands doing what they're designed to do is not a judgment on you, and your brain producing thoughts and emotions should likewise carry no judgment from you. If you can sit and allow your body to give you feedback from its physical senses, then you can also sit and allow your body to give you feedback from its inner senses, thoughts and feelings, with no judgment. Pema Chodron speaks about meditation this way. She says, meditation practice is not about trying to throw ourselves away and become something better. It's about befriending who we are already. Her other thought on the subject says, in practicing meditation, we're not trying to live up to some kind of ideal, quite the opposite. We're just being with our experience, whatever it is. And a coming to our senses meditation is a practical exercise in doing just that, being with our experience, whatever it is. Thibaut speaks about the challenge of doing things like this. He says, the challenge of our time is relearning how to concentrate. The past decade has seen unparalleled assault on our capacity to fix our minds steadily on anything, to sit still and think without succumbing to an anxious reach for a machine has become almost impossible. Mari, good morning. Happy Saturday. Very good to have you. Take a few minutes every day to just immerse yourself in your senses. Take a moment to put down all of the distractions and relish in the feedback that your body gives you. You will be rewarded with more love for the whole of your human experience. So if you are ready, that is just what we're doing. Getting into our bodies, relishing in the feedback that our human experience gives us. You can close your eyes and we'll take the first few big breaths together. Here we go. Take a deep breath in. And out. Take a deep breath in. And out. Deep inhale. And let it go. Deep breath in. And out. One more big breath in. And let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. As you exhale, soften. As you breathe out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders and drop your head. Our journey today is really getting into our body. So let's be conscious about doing that, checking in with our body. While you continue your own full body breathing, as you exhale, check in with your forehead, the space between your eyes. Are you holding a frown there? Or is your forehead completely relaxed? As you breathe out, check in with your mouth. Are your teeth grinding against each other? Are you clenching your jaw muscles, pushing your tongue against the roof of your mouth? Or is the inside of your mouth all soft and relaxed? As you breathe out, check in with your neck and shoulder muscles. Are your shoulders pulled up high, almost next to your ears? Or have you completely softened there? Check in with your stomach. Are your abs clenched? Or have you completely softened your belly? Check in with your butt cheeks. Are you clenching up? Or soft and surrendered? And then check in with your arms and legs. And pay particular attention to your hands. Are you holding tight fists? Or are your hands soft and slightly open? We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, continuing to help our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles. Forward and to the left, and forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Take a deep breath in. As you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a space of presence as much as we possibly can right now, we'll turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this would be a great place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, with every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in. hold. As you release, make every exhale as long and as slow as you can. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. And invite softness into every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow. Feel how your shoulders are slowly falling. Feel how your body is slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. As you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but only for as long as it feels really easy. And as you exhale, make it the longest, slowest exhale you can. Our journey of our senses starts at the top and works its way through our body. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, feel yourself dive into this body. Welcome yourself to this body. And if you can, even say it. Say, hello, body. I love having you. Take your next big breath. Our first stop is your eyes. For this exercise, we're keeping them closed, but just imagine if you were to open them, what would be the most obvious thing to see in the room you're in? As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, with your eyes closed, study this obvious object and see how much of its detail you can find with your eyes closed. Take your next big breath. And then we'll change gears just a little bit. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, what would be the least obvious object to see in your room? Find it with your mind. And then study all of its details with your eyes closed. Take your next big breath. We're taking a step down to what you can hear. And with your next big breath as you dive deep into you, bring your attention to the most obvious sound that you can hear. Listen deep into that obvious sound and see if you can find different layers to that sound. Take your next big breath. And then with your next big breath as you dive deep into you, pay attention to the faintest sound that you can possibly hear. Use your ears like a radar and scan around you for the smallest of sounds and see how much of it you can pick up. Take your next big breath. We're taking another step down, and for the next 2 stops, change your breathing to whatever works for you to be able to smell and taste. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, pay attention to the most obvious smell that you can pick up. Take your next big breath. And then with your next big breath, see if there's any other smell you can find. Anything beyond the obvious first smell. Take your next big breath. We're taking another step down to what you can taste. And as you take your next deep breath and dive deep into you, is there any obvious taste that you are able to discern right now? Take your next big breath. And then changing gears on that, as you take your next big breath, is there any other taste beyond the first obvious one that you can also find? Take your next big breath. And then our last stop is the surface of your skin. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, scan the surface of your skin and find which area do you feel the most obvious sensation in. And as you dive in, are you able to describe all of the different sensations in that area? What are the different sensory feelings and experiences and pressures that obvious spot holds? Take your next big breath. And then, with your next big breath, bring your attention to the slightest possible sensation on your skin. Something you can barely feel, but by paying attention, you can notice that truth is, it is there. Take your next big breath. We'll take just one more big breath together to slip out of the breath holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There's no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. Notice the relative ease with which you were able to allow your physical senses to have the experience they're having, while you're able to observe and not really feeling the need to change the experience, but just observe. Pema Chodron is trying to say that we can do something similar for our inner experience, our inner senses. Her words are, meditation practice is not about trying to throw ourselves away and become something better. It's about befriending who we are already. In practicing meditation, she says, we are not trying to live up to some kind of ideal. It is quite the opposite. We are just being with our experience, whatever it is. With practice, we can as much allow all of our inner experience, thoughts and feelings to rise to the surface and be seen, be felt, be heard in the same way as we just did with our physical senses. And just allow the experience to be felt, knowing that just like with our physical senses, the inner experiences also come and go. Thank your body for all of the experience it gives you. The more acceptance we have for the so-called good and bad experiences, the more love we develop for this whole vessel. Be the one that accepts you completely. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. Thank you for this body. And we don't need to hold our breath right now. Take your next deep breath in. Thank you for being able to be present for each of these physical senses. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning and becoming better at being present for each of my inner senses too. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for no longer being scared of any feelings and emotions and thoughts that rise to the surface, but in being open and inviting, allowing them to rise even more easily. Learning that I can be with this. Whatever this is, I am able to be with this and find that I am completely okay. And that everything that flows in also flows out, especially if it's allowed. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for bringing yourself on our journey of the senses today. Pope, good morning. It's awesome seeing you, and I guess good night on your side of the world. Linda, hello, good morning. Happy Saturday to you. Hope you're having a good weekend. Maggie, good morning. Really good to see you. Hope you have an awesome weekend too. Thank you, Sunmary. Good morning, Charlene. Happy Saturday. And thanks to everyone else. Anthony, it's always really good to have you here, dude. Wishing you all an awesome weekend. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.